players. And I was wondering, I was like, why is Lisa Leslie going heavy against Kathy in the league? I was like, Lisa, that's normally not Lisa. Lisa normally is like a good ambassador. She's like doing the right thing. She's saying the right thing. She's not like rubbing anyone the wrong way. She's supportive of the league, but all just out of the blue, she just, even on her podcast, she just attacking the league. And now it makes sense. That's why I did the thumbnail that way and just made her head full of snakes. Because she's a snake. And that's why I gave her this ominous background to that thumbnail, because that's what it looked like. Just Lisa Leslie obviously is making sure that these women stall to make sure that the retired players get some money. And that's okay. Listen, I can respect that. It's how you go about it, right? And you also have to be understanding. You know good and damn well the WNBA isn't in a position where they could be paying all of these women who retired since 1997. You know this isn't the NBA where the NBA could do that. This isn't the NFL where the NFL can do that, give all of these pensions and all of this other stuff. Man, the WNBA isn't in a position where they could be paying these old retired players all of this money and still try to turn a profit on top of paying all of these player benefits, stipends, charter flights, and everything else in between, and then giving these top tier players all of this money, and then the veteran minimum, and you know the rookies making $250,000 and blah 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 blah. Like, what are we doing here? Right? This is a business. Okay? Capitalism, that's America. Last time I checked, the WNBA is entitled to turn a profit. And it just seemed like they don't want them to turn a profit. For what it just, to me, this just looked like just absolute bullying. This looked like total flat out terrorism. And that's how I see it. And to see her on NBC today with that little nasty smirk on her face and out here trying to pretend like at no point in time did she ever say anything that was in favor of the league. Okay, she didn't mention Kathy once, ignored Kathy, and at no point did she say anything that was in favor of the league. Now you could say, well, that's because she's the president of the union. I totally get that, right? But there is no WNBPA without the WNBA. Okay, so all of this just looks hostile to me. Okay, that's what it looked like to me. And then her shirt she was wearing said, "It's business." And then she had the Players Union logo underneath it. It's business. So once again, pay us what you owe us. And then it's business with the Players Union logo underneath. And she didn't mention the WNBA in a good light. She didn't mention Kathy. She was just like making sure these old retired veterans like Lisa Leslie and Cheryl Swoops and Tina Thompson and Cynthia Cooper and Lauren Jackson and you name it, Sue Bird, all of them making sure that they get paid, which is fair if the league was at a position where they can afford to do that. If the league was in a position where they can afford to do that, I can understand it. Currently, that's just not the situation. So you're trying to break the league with that. That explains why Lisa Leslie has been attacking Kathy in the WNBA so heavy on her podcast. That explains it now. Now I see why, because I was wondering why she was going so heavy against them. That explains that. But then I think the other egregious part was, like I said, the whole pregnancy thing. Like, I got to go back and watch that. But she was like, it was dealing with like, if you're pregnant, they want to make sure these women are compensated for being pregnant. The league didn't tell you to lay down and get pregnant. The league didn't tell you to like, the league never told you to do